As with most colleges, the struggle between authority and student life has a prominent role at the University of Rhode Island, especially with students who live down the line off campus in Narragansett. The dreaded orange sticker has already made its appearance on several doors of student renters less than 2 months into the new school year. Narragansett Police Chief Sean Corrigan offered his professional knowledge.
My records show that we issued 20 stickers in September, and there hasn't been any in October yet. So far this year through September and half October here, there's only been one house that got cited for us having to come back.
The orange sticker is a warning signal given to any residential properties that cause what could be considered a public nuisance. If police are called to a home that has already been given a sticker, that's when the harsh penalties are delivered. But what constitutes a public nuisance?
Nuisance conduct a gathering of 5 or more persons on any private property in a manner which constitutes a substantial disturbance of the quiet enjoyment of private or public property in a significant segment of a neighborhood. And then there's a whole list of different things that constitute that, such as excessive noise, traffic, obstruction of public streets, crowds, fights, things like that.
Orange stickers are not given out at the scene of a party. Rather, they are given after a report has been filed with the specific details of the incident, and it is up to a community policing officer's discretion.
More often than not, these parties come in on the weekend, so it'll be like a Friday or Saturday night. Come Monday morning, Officer Beauclair and community policing will come in, he'll read these reports, and he'll make a determination of whether or not there will be an issuance of the orange sticker. The real follow-up comes from the officer on Monday, who will come and make a determination based on, how many times we've been to the house in the past, what were the facts of the incident that night. He will make a determination either to place the orange sticker in the house, or sometimes he won't. Sometimes he'll talk to them about it, and there will be a warning at that stage. Officer Beauclair and community policing will come in, he'll read these reports, and he'll make a determination of whether or not there will be an issuance of the orange sticker.
Students have complained about the orange sticker for as long as it has been around, but in recent years, the penalties have gotten harsher and students believe that police are showing up to gatherings more and more frequently. Brianna DeCesare, a senior at URI, expressed her displeasure of the policy and the policing procedures involved.
It's frustrating for me that I got an orange sticker because in my previous years of renting, I have never even had the police show up to my house. They came to one of the first gatherings that I had at my house this year, and personally, it did not seem out of control at all. It just seemed like any other gathering I would have had with close friends in years past.
The town had changed its policy in recent years to increase the fine for tenants who are deemed to have a public nuisance after receiving the orange sticker. A notorious riot in Eastward Look in 2013 was the motivation to increasing the penalty, which was previously a maximum of $500 a house after 3 offenses.
It was a step system before, on first and second offense and so on. After we had that, which was referred to as a riot, the block party that got out of hand on Green Lane, the town made a change to maximize the fines to $500.
Students have tried to protest the changes made to the policy. Some even have showed up to town hall meetings in order to speak their mind on the issue. Students believe that the penalty does not always fit the crime.
Something that bothers me is that there are 8 girls living in my house. If there was another incident, it would be very likely that some of us in the house would not even be there at the time, yet we would still have to give the town $500 for really just a noise complaint. And 8 girls in my house would be $4,000 total, which seems unnecessary for the town to take from us. I'm where does this money even go? And why take it from college students who don't really even live here permanently?
The town has made a lot of efforts to reduce parties in the residential neighborhoods, such as parking bans in all streets in North and South Eastward Look, Briggs Farm, and the village of Point Judith. They also passed an ordinance that restricts more than 4 tenants from renting a property.
In Narragansett, it's 4 unrelated, so there shouldn't be more than 4 people living there. That ordinance was passed this semester.
And as far as those parking restrictions?
That's been a very effective tool in cutting down on the amount of traffic in those neighborhoods.
Students are frustrated by these parking bans. They feel that they hurt innocent time spent with friends or significant others, and has also caused problems with their landlords because it forces students to park on lawns.
I don't personally think that the parking ban does anything. If someone wants to have a party, people will find any way to make it work, whether it's parking on the lawn or parking at a friend's house down the street or something, or just taking an Uber and getting dropped off. I've had more issues looking for a space when I'm just going over for a friend's house on a weeknight to chill. And I had an issue with a landlord in the past because friends that came over my house had no choice but to park on our lawn.
De Cesare feels lucky to have beaten the new ordinance that prohibits more than 4 residents to a rental property.
I was lucky to have my lease signed in the fall, so since I live with 7 other girls, I know that students have lived in this house for years, so it's also unfortunate for the property owners, not just the students, because we pay good money to live here, and now this house will just be sitting here for all but 3 months in the year.
Students will continue to feel entitled to their right to party, while police officers will continue to do their best to manage it. This is a theme at nearly all colleges across the nation, and it does not seem like it is a theme that will be going away anytime soon. This has been Tori Vecchio with Multimedia Journalism News.